Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am coming to you with some major breaking news. I'm recording the morning of August 12th, the day after D23, and the Disney Parks blog just shared a bombshell of an announcement, and I quote, "To make way for this completely new frontier, the rivers of America and Tom Sawyer Island at the Magic Kingdom will be transformed into vast and rugged terrains for a rally race with some of the world's most iconic racers." And this, of course, is in reference to the Cars attractions that were discussed during the D23 Horizons Disney Parks showcase. So this is huge news because, again, I think everyone kind of expected this Cars area to go beyond Big Thunder and next to the coming Villains Land. We now know it's replacing an original Magic Kingdom area and those attractions. So again, absolutely massive news. I find it so fascinating that they waited till today, the day after D23, to share it. But at the same time, I understand because I think the fan reaction is going to be a little bit mixed to this one. But I wanted, in this quick video, this quick news video, to break down the concept art that they shared and how I think this is going to affect the Villains Land that they talked about in pretty good detail during D23. So let's take a look at this concept art. And we're going to use Big Thunder Mountain as our point of reference. If you actually look at the Magic Kingdom map and you turn it on its side, what we're seeing fits in the footprint of Rivers of America perfectly. So I'm showing that to you on your screen. But I want to dig into the far left side of the concept art because this is Frontierland as we know it. You can see from the facades are what we have at Frontierland as we speak. This bridge here is, I believe, the Boardwalk Bridge, which is often used as a shortcut through Frontierland. That is still there. So if we follow that path that we all know very, very well, we're going to see now to the right of this, instead of water, we're going to have pine trees, and we're going to be able to see what looks like a new mountain, a new snowy mountain. And I do want to mention that the kind of this Pacific Northwest kind of look that they're going for reminds me of the plans for Mineral King Ski Resort that was never realized. And I also saw someone on Twitter mention that the rock work looks a little bit inspired by the Western River expedition that was also never realized at the Magic Kingdom. And if so, I love that because we are calling back to Disney history, even though we're kind of replacing some pre-existing Disney history. But just imagine, though, being in Frontierland at the Magic Kingdom, it's going to look completely different. Okay, we're going to keep following that path along. And this was really fascinating. This kind of green mound, this green terrain, that is Tiana's Bayou Adventure, because if you keep following it along, that there is the Frontierland train station. So this is how we know where we're at. This is how we know how this is going to look in the Magic Kingdom. And if we zoom further into some concept art, we see what looks kind of like a ski lodge. Also a Lightning McQueen and Mater meet and greet. And we see much more info about these attractions that Disney has planned. My big question for these attractions is, what ride system are they using? Because this is Florida. Weather is an issue. Anything outdoors and on a track is going to be problematic. So my big question is what they're going to do for that. But we can see we're going to be going over bridges, we're going to be going under rockwork and mountains, we're going to be going around mountains. And all of it looks, again, like the Pacific Northwest. I think that's the direction that they're going for here. And I want to mention that, let's see here, the top of this building here, that is in Liberty Square. So this pathway, I think, is going to go by Haunted Mansion and connect us over to the Villains Land. And let's talk about the Villains Land here for a second. Because the terrain of Villains Land, I think, is actually the reason why they're going with this Pacific Northwest theme. Because the top of the mountains at Big Thunder, what they have at Radiator Springs in Disney California Adventure, has the warmer color palette. The rock work is different. going with Pacific Northwest, going with the Rocky Mountains and that kind of craggy, snowy look is going to complement what they're doing for Villains Land way better. So imagine Villains Land being behind the Cars Land. It's going to blend. It's going to be a lot more seamless. And I think that's why they're going this direction. But I do want to talk a bit about some of the details in this Villains Land because Josh tomorrow said there will be 2 attractions, one of which I think we're seeing here now. We're going to have a roller coaster, and it looks like it's going to go under the rockwork and terrain, which I think is really great. I hope they're able to pull that off. Around waterfalls, there are so many waterfalls in the concept art for the Cars Land and the Cars attractions. So again, they're complementing each other. And then over in the far left corner, we see more of this coaster. And I'm going to call it right now. I think this is going to be a Maleficent themed coaster because the track work design looks a lot like thorns and brambles Maleficent is known for. So that's what I think we're going to be getting there. But I'm thinking Villains Land is the reason why they went this direction with the Cars Land. All right, I think that is all I have to share for the moment. Oh, nope, I take that back. We do have a little bit of a timeline that the Disney Parks blog shared. It's a little vague, but it's still worth mentioning. According to the Disney Parks blog, work on this will be going into high gear next year, so guests will have plenty of time to experience the charm and nostalgia of Frontierland as it is today. So we have time to enjoy what's left of Frontierland and before walls go up. And I'm a little concerned how it's gonna look for a while. I hope this project doesn't take as long as Tron because we're gonna have walls up around Frontierland for quite a while. It's gonna be a bit of an eyesore, kind of like what we had at Magic Kingdom for New Fantasyland for those years. So not looking forward to that. Again, hope it's a lot quicker than we've experienced in the past. But yeah, enjoy Frontierland as it is now. Enjoy the view as it is now because it is changing. But that is today's breaking news. Again, I find this so fascinating regarding timing, regarding direction, and regarding their willingness to replace a major part of Magic Kingdom. I'm going to be fascinated to see how the fans respond to this, what the reaction's going to be today. And that will definitely be interesting. And you can count on more videos from me about this, as well as the rest of D23 and all the announcements that we got. So thanks for hanging with me through this kind of rough reaction and quick look at this breaking news story. Again, stay tuned for more D23 content. And as always, I so appreciate you liking, subscribing, and just listening. And I hope you have a magical day.